As a consultant for a large organization experiencing an increase in counterproductive work behavior, particularly around employees working fewer hours than expected, it's important that I evaluate what might be contributing to the rise of CWB and identify any organizational constraining factors. Auditing the company's policies, expectations, and job duties would help me to identify any factors that may impact the influence of behavior. First of all, unclear job expectations are one of the first potential organizational constraints that may arise during this audit. There may be a loss of work hours or a disconnect between the responsibility assigned and the work done if the employees are unaware of the expectations for the number of hours they should be working. That can happen when work hours are fuzzy or when supervisors are inconsistent in applying their expectations. In doing so, employees fail to see a clear level of performance, and consequently, their motivation and work effort decreases. This problem can be solved by the organization concentrating on verbalizing the job's expectations and communicating them consistently. Job descriptions need to include expected working hours, and performance standards must be clearly articulated. Managers must be trained to reinforce these expectations and hold employees accountable for meeting them. Having clarity on what is required of the job would allow employees to have a better understanding of what's expected. Job detachment or low motivation can also contribute to CWB. When employees are not inspired by their work or they don't feel a sense of connection to their work task, they're likely to reduce hours or decrease productivity. For example, employees can become disconnected if they believe that their job is not satisfying or if they believe that the work they have to do is too light or repetitive. The company can do better to fulfill this constraint by improving employee engagement and motivation. They can acknowledge and reward good performance, provide training and development opportunities as well. They can also align employees' roles and responsibilities around their skills and interests to create a more engaged and productive workforce. How leaders and managers treat employees can also shape their behavior. When employees feel that managers aren't holding the team accountable or setting expectations, they may feel justified in cutting back their work output. Leadership accountability is an equally important part of a healthy work culture, but it can often slip through the cracks, and this leads employees to feeling like there are no consequences to counterproductive behavior. Ineffective management communication about policies or performance expectations might also make this problem worse. To overcome this hurdle, the company could invest in leadership training where managers learn the skills required to create clear expectations, offer employees constructive feedback, and motivate them. Designing an approach to leadership that supports open communication and provides both the accountability as well as the resources to support the staff and give them the support they need to be effective in their roles will help to minimize counterproductive work behavior and promote greater employee engagement. Lastly, a company's organizational culture and climate affect employees' behavior. When a company culture condones or even promotes less effort or fewer hours, employees are more inclined to copy those behaviors. The company must actively develop a culture of accountability, professionalism, and work ethic to complete the recovery. This can be accomplished through the alignment of organizational values with high-performing, committed behaviors. Management should reward employees that demonstrate these behaviors by reinforcing the practices that consistently project to employees that the standards are achievable, which will gradually facilitate a permanent improvement. Developing techniques to make expectations clear, increase employee engagement, reassess tasks, provide leadership training, and instill a culture of owning results will help minimize counterproductive workplace behavior, and it'll create a more productive and dedicated workforce.